All right, everybody. So glad to have you now. I know you all have a full day of lesson. Okay. So I hope that teacher lesson is the continuous from the previous lesson because we did not finish. We finished until number 3, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So I hope that all of you can listen to teacher well and it's not lagging because it was raining just now and the line have problem. All right, so again, thank you Lily, Bevis, and Simi for being teachers assistants. So whoever wanted to help teacher, I would really welcome you. Okay, because I think it's not all the time we have such classes. It will be have good for you to be with teacher. Okay, as my remembrance. Okay, let's start our lesson today. All right. So I'm not sure, is this the last question that we have um, discussed? All right. The last one is okay. Let's recap. I think most of you cannot remember. Okay. Sorry. Let me recap. A quick recap of what we have learned before we go to the question. Okay. Quick recap. Okay, so we have been learning about conditional. Conditional means conditioner, not your hair conditioner, it's condition. So the first one, if you see zero condition, if zero conditioner means no need condition, it will happen. Like if water reaches 100 degrees, it boils. All right, no condition. If I don't wear my glasses, I can't see. And then if you feel tired, go to sleep. Okay, all these things, no need condition, it will just happen. Okay, it's not a choice for you. Okay, then the next one, okay, here's the one that teacher have highlighted for you. I hope you can recall back what is all those modal, verb, and imperative. Now, when we go to first condition, it just simply means that 50-50%. Maybe happen, maybe it won't. But everything will be in the present tense. So you see, this will be the indication that you have to use the word will to show it's the 50-50% probability. Okay, if you do well at the interview, you get the job. Okay, remember, teacher says that you may do well and you may not. Even if you didn't do well, you may get the job. So you see, so this one is called first condition. Okay, and then the second one given is if she's late again, she may lose her job. So it's a probability. She may be late, she may be on time, and then even if she's late, she may not lose her job. So all these are probability. Okay, and then the last one, of course, is imperative. It's more to like giving an instruction, but a very short instruction, like come in, sit down, go out, call me, kind of thing. So you see, it's a very short, simple instruction. Then you call it imperative. Okay, like this one, see, tell, call, others. Now, the second condition, straight away will go to all the past tense already because it's unlikely to happen. Maybe forever won't be happening. All right, impossible and unlikely to happen. Okay, normally it will give like if I were a bird, if I were you, all this, because I will never be a bird. Okay, so this one will be under second condition. So the example given here is like if I had a well-paid job, I will need to borrow money from my friends. So the probability of happening is maybe very little. Okay, then if she was determined, she could get the job. If I were you, I would wear the interview. All right. Now the second condition, is one is to give advice also. Okay, I would do what. Okay. Then the third condition. Third condition is something that you talking about the past that you wish you can change the time, the kind of thing. Turn back time. You give it that implication. So you will use the word would have. You are using the perfect tense now. What would have and past participle. So if he had lost his job, it would have been a disaster. So it's more like a reflective sentence. Okay. Then if you had told me in time, I might have sent the letter of application. So it's something that you cannot change back. You cannot turn back time. Okay. Now, then teacher introduced to you. I quickly go through the the notes that I gave you before I move on to the question. So the next one that I gave you is the different two types of writing. One, you can start with the if clause. If David works hard, make sure you comma. He will get a promotion. If you don't want to write this such sentence structure, you will just straight away use David will get a promotion if he works hard. So make sure if you're writing this structure, please don't put a comma. What happens is students get confused. So they'll write there, David will get a promotion, then comma, if he works hard. Okay, remember, you only can put a comma if you start it with the clause if. It's just like you start with unless or you start with when, all right? The relative clause, also you can do like that. Okay, so yeah. So then another one is that if you want to upgrade yourself, you don't want to use the word if, then you can substitute it with when or whenever. Then you can substitute it with unless, but the meaning is if not, or as long as, then provided. So these are the few ways you can vary your sentences. Okay. Yeah. Then another one that teacher mentioned to you is the usage of was and were. Both acceptable, but were will be the one that shows more formal. Okay, maybe later on you will be exposed to ways that not that formal. Maybe you can use the word was. Normally, the way of writing this will be using were. Okay, all right. If I were a soldier, if she were a soldier, because this is normally student will say she was a soldier because according to grammatical rules, was is for he, she, and it. But if you say if she were a soldier, a lot of students think that it's wrong. But actually, this is a formal way of writing just for this conditional. No other way, only for conditional sentence. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this one all you have done. Okay, I will go very quick. I think you reach until Patrick. Okay, am I right, Travis? Is this the one, the last question? Okay, let's go to the next question so that you know whether is this the last question or not. Okay, all right. So let's have everybody to type at the chat box. What is the answer for this? Okay, Bevis cannot read. Okay, let's have Simi. Simi, can you read? What would?
What would you do? What would you do if you a tiger?
Yes. So what would you do if you a tiger? So if you're choosing the present tense, so is it a zero condition or is it first condition 50-50%, or you think that it will be unlikely to happen, so you'll be choosing the past. So which one will be your answer? Okay, Bevis have written. Okay, please take note of the tense given here. All right, please look at the tense given here. Actually, it's kind of giving you a clue already. What should you do? What should you pick? That one will have the past participle, have the word had in the sentence. So you know is taking the third condition. So what is the answer? Chantal say D also. Okay, Barry say D. Chantal also say D. Okay, all right. Okay, make sure you type so that I can key in the attendance today. Okay. All right. Last week I messaged Barry. Barry missed the class because he didn't know I changed the class. Now I make sure I inform you all again. Okay, all right. Most of you chose D. Why all follow Barry's? Are you sure it's D? Please look at it properly. It's the word would. Class is the word would. Okay, can you see the word would? Okay, do you think would is a present tense? Huh? Oh, where is my? What's this? Not the answer, right? Wait, I go back first. Okay, I want to highlight to you. Is the word would. Can I highlight it? Yes. is the word would. What tense is this, class? Salah tengok. Alamak. Okay, class, tenses play a major role. Right now, whatever activity teachers doing with you, right, for your form 4, form 5, is really they focus a lot of tenses. Because tenses will be the very glare mistake if you do this wrong for 4, for 5, for B1 and B2 level. Okay, so what's the answer that? All right, I haven't clicked. All right, I will click. This one. How to click it? Okay. Yes. So the answer is saw. What would you do if you saw a tiger? Because this one is the situation is unlikely to happen. Maybe you are living in a town where you're going to find a tiger. It's not easy to see a tiger, no? Unless you are living at Africa. Then if you are there in the Africa, most probably you won't use the past tense. You will be using the second conditional. But this one, all right, unless you go to the zoo, or else it's not that easy for you to even see a tiger, right? Okay, now let's go to the next one. Yeah, the next one, next question. Let's have Lily. Can you read, Lee?
Okay, if Erin gets there before me, her to wait.
Okay. Now, what is this? If Erin gets there before me, her to wait. So, what is that? So when you say words like that, her to wait. So the clue is it is imperative. Imperative only appeared in two conditions. One is the zero condition, one is the first condition. All right, you don't talk it unlikely, but 100% won't happen. All right, this is definitely not. So what is the answer? Okay, Travis says C. If Erin gets there before me, her to wait. All right. Okay, Chantal said B. Okay, what is imperative, class? Make sure you know what is imperative. All right. Okay, it's the same as what? Okay, yes. The rest, Zihang, Jinjet still didn't come to my class. Why? Where is Jinjet? All right, I think almost everyone here except Hafiza, Aiman, and Shafiq. If you are here, please type. Okay, Rosma Diana, I know is here. Alisa also is here, right? Alisa, are you here? Oh yeah, Alisa is here. Okay, come on. Type. Rosma Diana said B. Zihang said D. Simi said B. Okay, it's between B and C, right? I think B and C, B and C. Oh, got D. Zihang, you said D could ask. Could is a past tense. Definitely no. Zihang, you must look back at teacher's note. Okay, this is if Erin gets. Erin gets the word here. Gets show it is a present tense because he, she, it. The verb you have to add s. So Erin gets. Since this is a gets, you cannot be using the word could. This is a past tense. The present tense is can. I forget to take my writing tag. Okay. So this out. D obviously out. Now it's between B and C. All right. Let's review the answer. Okay. Yeah. The answer is asked. It's an imperative. Imperative normally just use the simple like go out, sit down, keep quiet, tell her, call me, the kind of thing. These are called imperative, short instruction. Okay, let's go to the next question. Yeah, next question. Okay, question 14. Just now I asked Cindy to read. Okay, Lily, can you read?
Teacher, just now I read.
Oh, just now you read. Okay, then I called Cindy, right? Just now Lily read, right? Just now Lily you read, right?
Yes.
Now Cindy.
If you need an extra guitar player for your band, just me a call.
Okay. So, which one? I don't want to say anything already. This one, I think by now, shucks. Okay, so by now you should know what you should say, right? Okay, so which one? Okay, today Bevis teacher didn't ask to read because his mic something wrong. So wait until he fixed the mic, then he will be able to speak again. Okay, but never mind. It's okay to be with teacher. All right, come on. Can hear, right? So what is the answer for this? Most of you answer C, is it? Okay, now all very clever they are. If you need an extra guitar player for your band, just now all very clever they all can see that this is an imperative. Okay. See, give. Okay, good. All right. So if you follow the lesson, teacher explanation, and you try, very fast you grasp it, and you can really remember this one for the rest of your study years. Okay. Now this one. You see the word wood, 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 kayu. If there isn't any air, so which one you apply? Zero condition, first condition. Is it unlikely to happen? Are you going to choose the second condition that impossible to happen, or definitely this one not regret, right? So which one will you choose the answer? Okay, Barry, not typing. Barry, where are you? Barry, please type. Okay, Barry, please tell Ginger to come in the class. Okay, come on, type your answer. Okay, Barry's answered. This Barry, never answer. Come on. Uh, Rosma, Diana, Elisa, all please type your answer so that teacher know that you are following the class. Okay, Chantel is good. Okay, all right. Zulham, please type your answer. Okay, I hope Hafiza, Shafiq, and Aiman able to join. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow, there's quite a lot of different answer. Simi say D, Zhang say A, Rosma Diana say C. Okay, majority say A. Okay, which one do you think? Okay, obviously this one wood is the same like the 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, all right, is a zero condition. So when you apply zero condition, it will be present tense, present tense. No need the will. Okay, present tense. So C and D is out because would is the past tense of will. D kun is the past tense of can. So C and D out. Now you only have to think, would is a singular or plural? If it's singular, don't. Okay, most of you chose A. Let's see, is the answer A? Yes, doesn't. Doesn't is singular. Singular, same like sugar, sand, salt. All these are uncountable noun where we use the word
Madam, you a bit late, madam. Madam，哎，听到我讲话吗？
听得到，可是很
book.
小声，
If
就
it's
是
not
要
the
很仔
textbook,
细的去听。
yes, Simi. Okay, if it's not the textbook, then it will be the workbook. Okay, so if it's in your textbook, teacher hope that you will take time to look at it, and if can, you will write it down. So far, the one that submit their work to me, I think Simi is the one that snapshot to teacher. Okay, the previous work that I asked you to do. All right, so this one, look at it. use no more than 3 words. Okay, I don't think you should stay at the hotel. So how are you going to change this sentence to the if sentence? I think this activity is important because most of the student, you will write this sentence. I don't think you should stay at the hotel. So if you have such sentence in your mind, then that means you can learn to construct the if sentence next time. Okay, then later on, of course, after knowing how to construct using the the 4 correct condition, then you can continue to substitute with the other words like unless, when, whenever, uh, as long as, and then provided that. So now this one, how are you going to construct? Just type the 3 words. I just want the 3 words, not more than 3 words. Maybe it's 1 word, 2 words, or 3 words in the chat box. Okay, very good. Wow, CB all type already. Very good, very good. Okay. Hey, Chantel, why you delete? Okay, so what's the word? So first of all, think of the tense first, the tense first, and then you see if I were you, so which condition is it applying? Is it the 0? Is it the first condition, second, or third? Okay, I will ask them first. Okay, Chantel say would not stay. Okay, won't stay. Okay, then you will know the answer if you did the task yesterday. Who are you answering, Paris? After not must be base word, right? Okay, correct, correct, correct. Excellent, that's right. After can could shall she will would when my teacher always remind you, please, when you appear that word, base word, please. Okay, must be base word. Okay, excellent. Okay, you are learning. Can I have all those what? Rosma, Diana, Anissa, Zihang, Barry only say, only don't know type one time only, then loss of radar. Quick, type, Barry. All right, Rosma, Diana. Okay, so the teacher know that you know. Okay, all right. So since the other one have been like thoroughly discussed, oh, sorry, I show you the answer. Okay. Won't stay. Okay, so far so good. All of you said won't stay. Okay, for CFR, right? Somehow they allowed you to use the contraction. Contraction it means that no need to be so formal. You can just say, if I were you, I won't stay at that hotel. You normally don't advise your friends say, if I were you, I would not stay at the hotel. That is not a normal spoken way. So now they allowed you to use the construction way. It's like more like speaking term. If I were you, I won't stay at that hotel. So this won't and won't is kind of like very near. Won't is the past tense. Won't is the W-O-N-T, will not. Won't is this one is would not. Okay, so since this is, I don't think you should stay at the hotel. So you are using the second condition now because I will never be you. Okay, so if past tense, you should go on with the past tense. Okay, now let's go on to the next one. I can't read today, so I'll be busy at you. Okay, no problem about that. As long as you are enjoying your lesson, to teacher is like make sure you are learning. That's the most important thing. Hey, what am I doing? Wait. What am I doing? Yeah, why I go? Okay, I'll share screen again. Okay, now we go back to the question. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one. All three words now. Okay, I think about 5 questions. I think the weather is great. Okay, the weather is great, so I'm going for a walk. So if you are having this sentence, what condition will you use if you want to build a if sentence? If the weather great, I won't go for a walk. Okay, the weather is great, so I'm going for a walk. Okay, the tense used here is I would go for a walk. Okay. All right. So Okay, wasn't great. Okay. Okay. Yes. Simi also book wasn't. How about the rest? Okay, all must try. Okay, Lily. Okay, all try already. Where is Barry? I'm calling for Barry, Zihang, Alisa, Rosma, Diana. Okay. Right. Barry. Okay, why all of them never come? Only 4 active person. Where is Alisa and Rosma, Diana? Okay. All right. Oh, Alisa is here. Ugly appeared. Okay, now let's look at the answer then. Okay, very good. Yeah, you can choose this one wasn't or weren't. Okay. This one is like depends on how formal you want to make your sentence to be. Okay, let's go for the next one. Next question. Okay, this one, very obvious already. This one is talking about degrees Celsius. Sometimes the temperature reaches -15 degrees Celsius. Then the lake freezes. Okay, so how are you going to construct the sentence? Now this one is substituting if with when. Okay. Okay. Lake freezes. So the keyword is freezes. Okay. The temperature reaches. Okay. Okay. All right. The rest all lazy to type. All lazy, yeah. Okay. Now sorry. Okay, let me reveal the answer. Okay. When the temperature reaches, correct. Make sure you put reaches, okay, because this is a simple present. Okay, the next question. Not a lot, only got a few only. Okay, this one. Amel wants to study harder, so he becomes a better student. Okay, so you want to make it into a conditional sentence. Keyword, he'll become a better student. So applying which condition? Okay, applying which condition? All right, the rest of you, why your place there raining, is it? The line not very strong. Just bury all those Zihang also disappeared. Okay, studies harder. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, study harder. Okay, studies harder. Okay, so I think roughly now you all know which condition to apply. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Next question, correct. I think this will be the last question, number 20. Yes, question number 20 is the last question for today. But teacher will move on to something else. Okay, Monica, should hurry. After should, base word, should hurry if she wants to get to the concert on time. Now is using the unless, substituting if with unless. Unless means if not, she won't get to the concert on time. Okay, so okay, set there. Oh, Zihang is here. Good. Okay, Zihang, good. As long as you continue to listen and believe that you will be able to grasp the meaning of the condition, because this one will be my last lesson on this one. Then I move on to writing. Okay, Monica Harris. Any other? No one want to type already. All lazy to type. Oh, Monica Harris. Are you okay? All right. So I'm going to review. Got Tina some more. Okay. Wait, I review the answer. Okay, so Monica Harris. Cannot will. Okay. No. Unless Monica Harris. Okay, not unless Monica will hurry. Unless Monica hurries, she won't get to the concert. Okay, it seems that I have another question somehow. Oh, no more. All right, this one is the answer. Okay, now teacher will go through the one that I want to teach today. Okay, so just to refresh for your writing, okay, in your upcoming exams, so far I believe your class will be the one that most advanced and have covered most of the grammar and most of the writing. You are in chapter 4 right now, okay, and then the writing that you have covered the other day we are writing about opinion. If you remember, teacher asked you about your opinion, your favorite subject, and all of you have given me the answers. The one that have given me the answers, I actually have typed it and I have showed you, okay, how you're supposed to write an opinion essay. Is in your textbook 4A. Okay, 4A is concerning opinion writing. So if you look at the earlier part, the first one is about email. Okay, I want to recap all the writing that you have done. Just that if you want to revise, you can revise again. There are two types of email. You have one email that you have always been writing to your friends. So that is a informal email. But for your part that day, teacher also introduced to you the one that application, job application email. So you might get a job application email, which is totally different from writing to your friends. Remember, got one activity teacher asked you to make sure you use all the formal letter, formal phrases. Okay, you cannot talk as if like you're writing to a friends anymore. So these are the two essays you have learned. No, two writing. Then after that, in chapter 2, I think you have to write a story. All right, a story. I do not know. Your one is a fireman, and that is a descriptive. Uh, you might got this type of essay also. Descriptive essay is more like write about your favorite teacher, or maybe write about the occasion, a memory. It's more like descriptive, but for your part, for the chapter 2 is more like describing a person. This one person that you admire, or the teacher that you love, or the person that you you what inspire you, all this thing. So it's more like describing the person. Okay, so then after that, the other one that you have teacher have taught you will be the opinion essay, and right now we are using writing an essay discussing advantages and disadvantages. Okay, all right, so let's look on. It's in your textbook, but teacher would like to highlight certain things to you. All right, so in your textbook you've given, your teacher has asked you to write an essay on the following topic. Right, what are the advantages and disadvantages of team project work at school? Or actually, whatever teacher are doing with you, right, is also very similar to your speaking. All right, for speaking, when you look at advantages and disadvantages, teacher have done the advantage and disadvantages about handphone and landline phone. And then after that, we did also speak on the supermarket, the mall and the open market. So you can look back on how it has been written. Okay, now uh, now we are looking at this part. It's not for you to do. I want to teach you so that you can have your homework later. Okay, now can I have Simi? Can you read team project?
Team project work is becoming more and more popular in schools nowadays. Some teachers and students believe that it has many advantages, while others disagree.
Okay, so there's the one that is already highlighted. It has a meaning later on. All right, so you just learn the way of starting the essay, okay, to get the reader attention. Okay, let's go to the next. Okay, Lily, can you read?
Okay, it's a fact that students benefit in many ways from doing team project work. To begin with, it's an ideal way for students to learn to cooperate and at the same time learn about a particular subject. In addition, each member of the team contributes different ideas, knowledge, and skill, and that add to the success of the project. Team members are also able to learn from each other this way.
Okay, so this one focus on the advantage. And the cohesive device or the cohesive device given is to begin with. And then another one is in addition. So these are the two cohesive devices being used here, telling about the benefit. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, Simi, can you read?
However, there are also certain disadvantages involved in team project work. Firstly, members of the team often become very competitive or cannot get along with each other, which can destroy the project. Secondly, team members do not always contribute equally. For instance, some do all the work while others avoid getting involved. Lastly, working in a team can be very time-consuming. As a result, students often become frustrated and think that they could do it all faster alone.
Okay, so I think it's very good that you analyze the text. This one, the cohesive device they're using, however, because he's trying to tell you that just now I'm agreeing the advantage. Now I'm trying to tell you the disadvantage. Okay, every paragraph is really well organized. The third paragraph is talking about the disadvantages. So it say, firstly, what. After that, secondly, then he give example, for instance. Then lastly, what is that? So after he said time consuming, he said as a result. So from there, you can see that it is very well sequenced. He tell you firstly, secondly, they give you example, for instance. Then he said lastly, you know that is the last point. After he give the last point, he said as a result. So here is where the organization is clearly seen. I hope that you follow the sequence. No, you have such idea of writing. Okay, so of course I never touch on the vocabulary yet. I just continue to focus on the organization right now. Okay, then we go to the last paragraph. Okay, let's have Lily to read.
On the whole, I believe that the advantages are more important than the disadvantage. From my point of view, teamwork should be encouraged in class, but there should be a balance of individual work and teamwork so that students can benefit the most.
So this is the summary. Actually, for your B1 level, this one is under B1 level. Okay, it's not under the B2 level yet. Because B2 level is more like article review and then they have others. But this one, they are more like giving you what to write. So it's a guided essay. All right. So when you have this one, you see it's very easy. You have your starting, nowadays, whatever. Then at the end, you must give your personal point. They want you to have your personal opinion. That's why at the end you say from my point of view. After you have written everything, you say my point of view. Okay. So it's very important. Then after that, he started on the whole. It's supposed to be comma, not dot. Then after that, use the word so and but all this lah. Okay. So basically, this is the 20/20 essay lah, of course. All right. So now teacher highlighted all the first sentence, right? There's a meaning to it. Now let's go to the question. Okay. Now, what is the function of the underlined sentences? Not underlined, this one, all the highlighted sentences in the essay. Choose A or B. Okay. Everybody in the chat box, please type. The one that keep on teacher highlight. Every sentence, the first sentence all highlight. Okay, so what is the function of the underlined sentences in the essay? Is it A, to summarize what the writer has said in the previous paragraph, or to introduce the main idea of the paragraph? Okay, understand the role of the first sentence. Okay, yes. Okay, everybody in the chat box one, please type. Now so little people only. Only got Simi, Chantel, Lily. Okay. Now, I do not know where Zihang, Elisa, Rosma, Diana. Oh, sudah hilang. Okay, yes. Okay, all of you know that is to introduce the main ideas. But of course, class, I just want to let you know that this is one of the style. But later on, if you go and read other way of people writing about advantage and disadvantage, they might enjoy putting their main topic sentence somewhere else in the sentence. Okay, not necessarily that way, but as a student, we better have that style of writing first to help you to focus on your writing and to help you to organize your writing well. Later on, if you can really write well, you can write whatever style you want to do. Okay, so for this one, yes, to introduce the main idea. Now, the second one, in the second paragraph, how many advantages does the writer mention? What are they? Okay, let's go to the second paragraph. Teacher will go back to the second paragraph. All right, this one. So the question asks, how many advantages does the writer mention? Okay, you just tell me how many can already. Okay, how many? Okay, like teacher already mentioned the cohesive device with you. It's from the cohesive device you can know actually how many, okay, these students or this text mentioned. Okay, can you type at the chat box how many advantages, okay, is mentioned in the text? Okay, how many advantages does the writer mention? No need to say what are they. Okay, how many? 4. Cindy said 4. Chantel said 5. Wow, Baby said 3. Oh, since there are so many, then you better list out what are they. Okay, yes, I need you to list out what are they then. So you just type one by one. If you think that is the one, what are they, you can type out. Okay, to justify, like Chantel said 5. So, okay, whatever that you think is the advantages, maybe you can just write down. What are the advantages to begin with? Okay, yes. What are the advantages? Nobody want to type already. Or lazy to type. Or taking time to type. Okay, okay. I let you all have some time to type. Because I think this is very important. Or else I think the book won't ask. Okay, Barry said 4. Okay, can you all list out the one that you think is important? Okay, can you list out? I mean, like you type one or you type whichever one. Okay, you are Bevis. Oh, excellent. So Bevis, how many here have you typed? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? Simi say an ideal will cooperate, learn particular subjects, contribute different ideas, and ha 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 ha. Okay, learn from each other. Okay, all right. I think basically it's about 4 or 5 lah. Some of it is like almost the same. Okay. So you can see that is using the word and, okay, and at the same time. So this is how you put things together. Okay, and at the same time. Okay, you can see that at the same time actually is in double comma. Okay, if you realized it. Okay, that's why teacher actually like to teach you all using the text given so that you all can analyze it. You see, it's within comma. And teacher did mention to you, if you put it within comma, okay, you can actually omit the word. It will still make sense. Okay, to begin with, it is an ideal way for students to learn to cooperate and learn about a particular subject. But if you just write and learn about a particular subject, you don't give the the one that they say the effect. If you look at the sub skills that teacher tell you, now they want to see that the sentence have the effect. So if you put it this one to begin with, it is an ideal way for students to learn to cooperate and at the same time learn about a particular subject. You put that word at the same time, it have that effect, the sentence effect. Okay, that is how band 5 for B2 level. That will be the one that indicate the band 5 for B2 level. But actually B3 level for B2 already is your band 5 for B1 level. Okay, so learn about a particular subject. So in addition, each member of the team contribute different ideas, knowledge and skills, and that adds to the success of the project. And then you see, this one also a very good effect put in. Where is my cursor? That adds. to the success of project. See, okay, if you write this one, in addition, each member of the team contributes with different ideas, knowledge, and skill that adds to the success of the project. If you see the word here, I would like to highlight to you. You see that adds. Remember, teacher say adds. He, she, it only can use the verb as, right? So to this writer, this one, idea, knowledge, and skill, and skill is a one solid composite whole. One thing. You don't like you don't say the benefit is different idea, one benefit, different knowledge, another benefit, different skill, different another. No, to this writer, this idea, knowledge, and skill is one composite whole. Okay, it comes together. That's why he said, and that adds to the success of the project. Okay, that's how you can practice using it. Okay, practice using the way this is to convey your writing. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, I hope I have explained. Okay, let's go to the next question. The question 3. All right, question 3. How many disadvantages does the writer mention in the third paragraph, and what are they? You can see that which one is easier for you to determine, and which one is looking at the style. Okay, now this one is third one. Okay, so how many disadvantages? Okay, let me see. What's the answer given? Okay, yeah. Okay, just now the advantages, the answer given is 4 advantages. Okay, student learns to cooperate, student learns to learn about particular subject. Then, like what teacher said just now, the one is one composite whole, idea, knowledge, and skill. And then the last one, will team member learn from each other. That is the four advantages. Now, how about disadvantages? How many? Okay, Simi say 4. Baby say Simi say 3. Baby say 4. Okay, can you all list it out? List it out like just now, so that you can see. Okay, I think just now I have kind of like highlighted what the text, or what whoever prepared this one want to highlight to you. How many ideas? The writer mentioned 3 disadvantages. Become competitive. Yeah, become competitive. Okay, yeah. Where is it? Become competitive. Do not contribute equally. Okay, all right. So to Bevis, this is number 1. Where is my cursor? Okay, we have 1. Do not very competitive. And then you say number 2 here. Do not contribute equally. All right. Do not contribute equally. And then do not contribute equally. Do not contribute equally. And the last one, time consuming. Yeah, time consuming. Number 3, time consuming, correct? Any more? Some of you mentioned there are 4 disadvantages. Any more? Become frustrated as a result. Okay. All right. So that is the result. So actually there are only 3. All right. For disadvantages, 3 disadvantages. Okay. Luckily, you all never put there cannot get along with each other. Any one of you type cannot get along with each other? Don't have, right? Good thing, because the one written here is using the word or. Or. Just like just now like that, teacher mentioned to you, when you see the word X, it's actually the whole thing is a one composite. The idea, knowledge, skill. For this one is or. Or means it's only consists of one, either one. Either they are very competitive or cannot get along with each other. This is a disadvantage. So it's considered as one disadvantage. And then the next one is do not always contribute equally. And the last one is very time consuming. This is the one given. And then the result not considered as disadvantage. All right, like you being frustrated. Uh, this is not the disadvantage. This is only the result of the disadvantages. Okay. But this one not so important class, because they are not going to have this question asking you what the marks to list out the disadvantages. It's just that it's good for you to know the disadvantages, and then after that you know the disadvantages already, you can think, can I give example? Okay. Or can I give the results? That will add on to your number of words. Okay, let's go to the last question. So they're all together three. The last question. No, not last. In which paragraph does the writer express his or her opinion? Very obvious, right? So which paragraph? Which paragraph? Okay. Which paragraph? Talk about the opinion. Express his or her opinion. Paragraph 3, Simi said. Which paragraph? Do I need to review? We say paragraph 4. The rest? Perry? Zhang? Which paragraph? Oh, you are not around when I read the whole paragraph. When Lily and Simi read those paragraphs. The last one. Okay, correct. Actually, it's the last one. That is more accurate. Okay, the last one. Okay. All right, correct. All right, yes, the last one. Okay, the last one. Correct. Because he said, in my point of view. He uses the word in my point of view. And then, of course, for the which linking words, phrases, how they use, I think teacher, as you all read, I actually gave you all the linking word. And then it says that circle them. Okay, for this one, I'm not asking you to copy the whole text and then ask you to copy, to circle. I think that is not what I wanted you to do. Okay, now this is the one that I wanted you to do. Okay, this is the one that I wanted you to do the question. I think I have to type because I didn't include it in my slides. Okay, because I do not know how fast you can go, and therefore I did not include it. So I'm going to include it. This will be your homework. Your class is tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, which is 1.5 hours. Okay, tomorrow 1.5 hours, and okay, just want to roughly ask you all. You all prefer me to do the class 8 to 9, or you prefer me to do it at the time like now? I think it's 11:30 until 1. Okay, which one you all prefer? Okay, if I take the early one, I will only teach 8 to 9. If you all want me to do in the other one, I will take the whole the everything. Which one you all prefer? Everybody can, all those in the chat box can type your chat. Okay, if you all are able to do it, that will be excellent. So this is the question. You use the and then while I'm typing the question, you all can write at the chat box. You prefer me to do the early one, 8 to 9. I'm taking over Cikgu Jawi's class. Okay. Okay, this is the one, the question that I wanted to ask you to do. It's in your textbook page. Let me put page. Okay, it's a textbook page 63. Okay, all this is in your textbook. You can refer back to the way it is written and the cohesive device is being used, because just now it's talking about teamwork. Okay, actually pro and cons mean advantage and disadvantage, class. Okay, just in case you all do not know. Okay, it means advantage and disadvantage, advantages and disadvantages. So, but it is just written in another way. So you just have it in 4 paragraphs, and then you need to apply the main the topic sentence. Then you use the cohesive device. Look at the organization, like teacher just now mentioned. Firstly, then give example, for instance. Then secondly, then as a result, then after that you have lastly, like that. Okay. So if early or sleeping, prefer the time RN is what? Simi, what is prefer the time RM?
Right now.
Simi,
Right now.
Right now. Oh, okay, good lah. Then I will just do it right now lah. Okay, so there's no changes except on Monday only. Okay, the rest of the time we will use back the same time as the timetable put it lah. Okay, so that means tomorrow our class will be 11:30 until 1, right? Because 1.5 hours. Okay, then teacher will thoroughly go through. But for this essay, I hope that all of you can hand it to me today. Okay, I think if possible, hand it to me today lah. Because if not, then I won't be teaching this topic yet until I have collected some of your essays. Because no point I teach this, but I do not know how you are writing the essay. So I will give time for you to prepare this essay. Maybe next week. Next week only teacher will look into this essay again. Okay, class. So teacher will move on to the next. For this essay, we will move on to maybe other things. Either I will focus on your vocab or other things. Okay, or go to the next topic, global trotting. I will look at it again. Okay, so this essay, please write it next week Monday. Okay, next week Monday. Sufficient time for no, not next week Monday. You give to teacher. Is by Friday you must hand it to me. Okay, because if I want to do slide, I have the time, the sufficient time to do all the slide. Okay, you cannot hand it to me on Monday because Monday I want to teach. So if you can, you hand it to me by Friday, Friday afternoon, 1 o'clock. Okay, so that I can start doing my work after 1 o'clock, compiling your essays. Okay, fair enough. Okay, enough. You can write, you follow the structure, 4 paragraphs. You start with the first one, introduction. The second one is the advantages, then followed by disadvantages, and then the last one will be your point of view. Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
老师叻哈。
可以